This is going to be fantastic. I hope we get out into some fast breaks where these guys have an opportunity to get their feet together, rise up, and get the fan. Not only them getting up, Kevin, but the fans getting up out of their seats.
You and I will be getting up, though. I will be standing up.
You for sure will be up.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Rondo in at the point. Now here's Murray. Here's Millsap. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
And he makes the first. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
When you talk to opposing coaches and how they scheme for LeBron James, the amazing thing is they talk about how he sees every facet of the game, not just what he needs to run, but how it is that he can make it difficult for opposing offenses.
Now here's Murray. The pass to Millsap. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots a fader. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Millsap set up there in the mid-range. Pretty good rhythm on that jumper.
Rondo scanning the floor. Outside, Davis. Back to Rondo. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Mike Malone. David?
Well, Kevin, he gave me some broad strokes regarding the game plan. He said we want to work the ball into the paint, high percentage looks, and then get to the foul line if we can. We'll see how they try to accomplish that throughout the game. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Now here's Green, following the miss by Jamal Murray. Green kicks to Rondo. And stolen by Murray. And here's Harris from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
The confidence that Gary Harris is playing with right now, he is ready to shoot once that ball touches his mitts. A great season for the Nuggets last year, winning the Northwest Division. A tough way to go out in the postseason for them as they lost to the Portland Trail Blazers. But overall, a terrific direction and lots of room to grow that has them excited about the Denver Nuggets competing at an elite level this season.
Here's Jokic following the basket by LeBron James. And that one, good.
Yeah, the inside game of Jokic continues to improve, adept at using that big body, finding an angle, and taking advantage.
Now here's Rondo. He kicks it to Green. Back to Rondo. Just 4 to shoot. A deep three from Green. They get the rebound. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Yeah, you think you have AD rooted out, but he can use his length and use his size and get another rebound.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. You know, Brent, for what the Nuggets did last season, they show they're going to be a factor for years to come.
Well, they had big wins over a lot of key opponents last year. I mean, really stepping up to the level of their competition. And they demonstrated that they're one of the best teams in the Western Conference. But there is room to grow. Hopefully that motivation is something that gets them to the next level.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And that one's good. Barton.
There's a thing of beauty there. The arc, the release, three ball looking good.
James finds Cousins. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Denver in the lead. Pass to Porter. Back to Barton. Passes it to Porter. Over Caldwell Pope. Porter, no luck.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
1:03 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Cook. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Over Porter. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. It's Barton on the wing. Out to the right wing. And Plumlee kicks to Porter. It's good.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Cousins trying to free himself up. And James gets it to go.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Barton. From deep three-point range. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, don't get surprised by that burst from Plumlee. He crashes in for the rebound, has the athleticism, and finishes with authority.
And that does it for the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 4 from the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver. We're back in a moment. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got Bradley, DeMarcus Cousins out there with JaVale McGee, and it's Cook in at the point guard position. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said any given day could be your last day playing, and all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A. The pass to Cousins. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. Brandon, this next question culture we're in, what comments do you want to hear from players who have just lost a game and facing disappointment?
I like the humility aspect of this question, Kevin, and the thing that I listen to most from players who get it, they'll compliment their opponent first. Something had to happen where the opponent did something enough to beat you on that night. So you don't say that we did all these things. Give the opponent credit first. Secondly, players who shoulder a massive amount of responsibility, they'll say that they could have played better first. And that takes and deflects everything away from their teammates. And then they'll talk about what they're looking forward to most, and their challenge is, we'll get better tomorrow. We'll get better next game. And that they know there's room to grow. Those 3 things are pretty impactful.
Well said. Catching up on the changes for Denver. Torrey Craig comes in for Jeremy Grant, and it's Gary Harris in for Monte Morris.
we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots from 12. And that one drops. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Rondo with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Kuzma against Murray. Millsap with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Nuggets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Green, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of Angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
Here's Craig, headed by Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harris inside the line. And the shot is long.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here is Daniels. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Nuggets leading by 3. Murray outside. Feeds it to Millsap. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Passes to Rondo. Pass to Kuzma. He gets that one. Kuzma's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor, and that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
Murray, the pass to Craig. Now here is Harris. He's covered by Daniels. Murray outside. The Nuggets with a new 14. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Porter's checked in for the Nuggets. And Anthony Davis is checked in for the Lakers. James comes in for Troy Daniels. Murray outside. Now the pass to Jokic. Clock at 4. Shoots. Offensive rebound.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Kuzma with it. Now defended by Jokic. Kuzma, that's good.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Lets the 3 fly. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, you can see why Green is considered this classic 3-and-D type player we talk about today. Challenges the shooter that time.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers ahead, up by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 8 points and 1 rebound. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, the shooting accuracy was on point. It was good.
And that's a...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at James, what a contribution.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. It's a one-point game.
And the Nuggets, one of the better offensive teams in the league, but they play at a slower pace.
Well, they played last year at the 4th slowest pace in the league. Maybe one of those reasons is the fives that they use in Jokic and Plumlee coming off the bench are not the most agile players in the league. Got to wait for those guys to get their way down into possessions in the half court. But when they were down there, they were pretty effective and pretty tough to stop.
The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Craig in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. And Kuzma slams it in.
What vision by LeBron, always willing to give up the ball. They're just hitting a wide open teammate.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Rondo against Jokic. Kicks to Harris. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Floats it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is his.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Are there any players, Brent, you have been surprised with how good they've become?
Well, last year, the evolution of Pascal Siakam and what he was able to do in Toronto was just out of nowhere. What an incredible run he had, being a huge part of getting that team into the NBA Finals for the first time. Canada saw finals basketball, the birthplace of basketball.
The Toronto Huskies, you're right.
Pascal Siakam last year was such a huge eye-opener.
How about his game 1 in the finals? Unbelievable.
Tremendous and great confidence, and the way that he can play, Kevin, very difficult to match up against. Shooting threes, transition, long on defense. It'll be interesting to see in the years to come how far Pascal Siakam comes in the league.
Pass to LeBron. Back to Caldwell Pope. And he banks in the layup. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket in this one.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Barton. Count the basket. Barton's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
Now Barton does a good job there, makes that finish look easy with the great control of the body on the finish.
James looking around. Beasley against Caldwell Pope. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Denver making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Quinn Cook. Plumlee dishes to Beasley. Count that one. Beasley's got his second bucket of the night.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You talk about solid role players, Brent. Mason Plumlee fits the bill.
Does such a great job consistently of coming in, being a physical player, setting screens and rolling. Probably an underrated part of his game is the way that he passes the ball, but never is going to get your team out of sorts with the way that Mason can play within his role.
Morris against Bradley. Morris into the lane. It's stolen by Bradley. And here we go. LeBron heading to the hoop.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Free throw good, James. The Nuggets trail by 3. Beasley outside. Clock at 6. Plumlee finds Barton. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Lakers making a change here. Rondo's checked in. Lakers leading by 3. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Cousins, but they get it back. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Great understanding by Davis to sense the foul coming, but also get the shot off as well. Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position, and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position.
Take a break.
You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
A different look for Denver. Millsap comes in for Grant, and Murray's subbed in for Beasley. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
I just wonder for teams that are playing against Anthony Davis, 48 minutes of that kind of length out on the floor, he just becomes an imposing player defensively.
Now Bart, 8 points for him. Pass to Millsap. 4 on the clock. Over Rondo. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Paul Millsap.
The jump shot just getting better and better for Millsap over time. You cannot give him that.
Barton against Rondo. Inside, here's LeBron. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 3 assists tonight. And here's Millsap from the arc. Off target with that shot. And While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Lakers leading by 5. So for the Lakers right now, up front it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. And it's Rondo in at the 1. Harris looking it over. Floats one up, and it's good on the way in.
Great penetration by Gary Harris. The D did not step in front of him, and as a result, he gets an easy finish.
Outside, Green. The pass to Kuzma. Outside, Davis. The drive by Rondo. Trying to get open is Kuzma. Second chance shot, Davis. And it's sent back by Plumlee.
Big athletic guys like Plumlee. Hard to get your shot over them before they can get their hands up.
That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Harris.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Pass to Davis. The dish to Green. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Green's got his first 2 points of the night. Denver calls timeout. Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. Torrey Craig comes in for Michael Porter. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Ever will see if they can make that adjustment.
And you look at Danny Green's, he had both ends. Hard to believe the Spurs gave him up.
I mean, over 40% from long range, locked down defensively. Not a lot of flash, but plenty of substance to his game.
Passes it to Murray. Here's Jokic. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Here's LeBron. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Yeah, there's no stopping LeBron right there. He's done that thousands of times.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Lakers. Free throw good, LeBron. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 4. Harris outside. Near the three-point line, it's Millsap. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
Super job by Millsap to release the shot as soon as he gets the ball there. No time for the D to catch up.
Rondo against Murray. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jokic. that's good from Rondo.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Here's Craig, guarded by Green. LeBron against Harris. Here's Jokic, and the rejection by Cousins. And it's the Lakers on the break. Rondo with the ball. It's good. Rondo's got the lead up to 5 now for the Lakers.
Maybe not the first option, but a good option this time as Rondo comes through.
Murray surveying the D. Down low. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Cousins. Outside, Green. The feed to Cousins. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 6 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
He's such a power player is Cousins. Fantastic. Fighting his way through whatever kind of challenge the defense wants to throw at him.
11 feet away, and stolen by Cousins. And it's the Lakers on the break. Rondo with the ball.
Rondo's speed right there, a big help on that play. He uses it well to knife in there, get inside, pick up a foul.
Elbow. 2.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 9-point ball game here. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 9. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it's everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Jokic kicks to Murray. That one's off, still out of sync. Lakers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Kuzma against Millsap. It's LeBron with the drive. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Rondo against Harris. Craig passes to Harris. For 3, Millsap. That shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. And the shot is good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Murray right side. Here's Craig. The Nuggets with another miss. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one.